Here is the Jericho 941 9mm pistol from IWI. It's unloaded. This thing is a steel frame. This is the steel frame full-size variant, and it's got a magazine capacity of 16+1. The MSRP for about $650. IWI has been bringing these in since 2014, but they've been around since the 1990s, and they've been used by the IDF, Israeli Defense Force, and police since the 1990s. It's a very proven gun. I've shot this thing probably about 400 rounds through it now. This is actually my girlfriend's pistol, but I'm just borrowing it for this review and just getting used to it. I actually might pick up my own. But it comes with 2 magazines. This thing, I think she got it for like $630 from a gun store here in Virginia. And it comes with 2 magazines. It comes with a cleaning kit. You got your some cleaning brushes and stuff here. It comes with, of course, your lock and a cool little IWI keychain, and your manual and all that. For an extra $30, got a Orpaz Defense holster. It's a thumb drive holster, and it's pretty cool. Actually, good solid holster for open carry and whatnot. You know, this thing's not coming out unless you press this thumb drive, and you know, holds it pretty well. I also got a Blackhawk double stack magazine holster, or pouch holder, whatever. And so just carry the weapon, open carry with your extra magazine and this, and it's a pretty good combo. This thing runs about $20. Again, this Orpaz holster is about $30. And it is a little difficult finding holsters and some accessories for this weapon because it is a little strange, it's a little different. But it does take CZ75 magazines because it is kind of a copy of a CZ75. So CZ75 magazines only run about $20, and there's plenty of them at gun shows and whatnot, so not too difficult to find those. So back to the gun. It's got a 1911 style safety right here, and it's pretty easy to use. I mean, as soon as you draw it, you can thumb swipe, get that safety off. And what I like to do is I carry it in double action. So as soon as you draw it, hit that safety and just pull that trigger, and it's a very smooth double action trigger. The double action is about 11 pounds, and then once it's in single action, it's about 5.5 pounds. Very smooth. The whole trigger, the reset, and everything is extremely smooth. You know, it's just barely moving, it's already reset. It's a very fun pistol to shoot, very low recoil due to the weight. It weighs about 2.2 pounds, the whole weapon. They do make this in polymer, and the polymer one weighs about 1.8 pounds. One thing about the gun is the safety is mounted here on the frame, and it is not a decocker, so it doesn't act like a decocker. So what I like to do is I like to carry it in double action. So when I put it around in the chamber, you know, you put your magazine in, rack it, you have your hammer back. So what I do is I put it on fire, and what I do is I walk the hammer home very smooth, and I've never had any issues with that. I've done it a lot thus far, you know, just point in a safe direction and then just ride it home, and you'll never have any issues. Then I put it back on safe and holster it, and you know, as soon as I use it, just hit that thumb swipe and get that long trigger pull. So fun gun. Not a very good concealed carry weapon just because the size and the weight and everything, but it would be a perfect duty gun or a military weapon. So what you're going to do for disassembly is there's 2 dots right here. Hopefully you can see that. Yes, you can see that. So what you want to do is line up those dots So get it lined up, and then there's a takedown pin over here on this side. I always just smack it with something like this right here, and then it comes right out. And you can see the whole, keep it lined up, the whole slide release comes out with the pin. So it's all contained in one giant thing. Kind of hard to lose this in the field. So I'll place that down, and then your slide comes right off. And here's your frame, all the juice in it. I got the magazine still in there. Then you have your recoil spring, your guide rod right here. Like I said, this thing's kind of dirty because I shot like about 200 rounds through it today. And then you have your barrel with that. Here, let's see if you guys can see into that. Yeah, there's your barrel and your slide. So simple to take apart, even in the field, I'm sure. So you got to put your recoil spring guide rod back in there. Make sure it seats on the barrel. And then what's crazy is the slide contacts the entire bottom of the frame when you're taking it on and off. I mean, it really rolls all the way along there. So keep that lubricated and you won't have any issues. So, boom. Get your slide release out. Back on here. Oops. Goodness. And we're back in business. So, when you do your, make sure it's still resetting. Everything's good.
I wouldn't recommend buying whatever I bought. Oh, I already bought a ghost kit.
Overall, this is a pretty sweet pistol. Got low recoil. It's very reliable. It's different, you know. It's different than a SIG. It's different than a Glock or an M&P. Reasonably priced, not super expensive, but definitely it'll catch other people's eyes at the range and when you're carrying it. You know, it's a different pistol that people aren't really familiar with, and super reliable. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Please subscribe. Have a good day.